guys, it's Gemma from the Crafty Little Gem, and I'm glad you're joining me today. I have got this little put in a mug box for you. This is just a little bit of friend mail or whatever you like. The belly band comes off, this slides open, and inside you've got a spoon and you have got your packet mix for your cake. So you've also got on this side a little message that you can write. That goes down first, and pop the belly band back on this way. So if you'd like to make that, stick with me and we will get going. I'll pop that to one side, and what you will need is a piece of 12 by 12 to start with. And what you're going to do, let's have it the right way around for a start. There's quite a bit of scoring on this one, so you can pause it and just write bits down and whatever you want to do. But on one of your 12-inch sides, you need to score at 4, 4.5, 8 7/8, and 9 3/8. Then turn it to one side and you need to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 7 7/8, 8 3/8. Then what you're going to do is you're going to score at 8 7/8 up to the second score line, because we haven't got these score lines in yet, so you're just bringing it up to that middle point there. You can then flip it over and do exactly the same thing, 8 7/8, and you just bring in that up. Oh, I can't get that in that groove. To there. So we can fold it back over. And then with this larger bit here at the top, we are going to come in and at 2 1/8, you're going to go to the third score line, and at 8 1/2 you come into the third score line, so you'll have two little sets of 4 there. Okay, that's the scoring done. I have then got 2 strips of 1.5 by 11 3/4, just the default length. This is because I don't really know how much I'm going to need to wrap around it as yet. So we'll get on and fold and burnish all of our score lines. Don't worry about the ones that are partially there, because you can't do those yet. They're mainly for cutting guide. And this side, there we go. And again, the cutting for this one, you can pause and just do bit by bit, or write it down how you understand it, but this is how I'm going to do it. With this side facing you, we're keeping everything, but we just keep making these rectangles into tabs. Okay, and pull them off. I know this is only holding a cake mix, but I do like to keep as much sturdiness in the box as I can. So that is literally the top done. So that's all you need to worry about. We're on these bottom bits now. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we are going to take these corners away. And for me, that's a better way for me to understand what I have to cut next. So just taking that score line away, like so. Right, let's have a look and see what I have done. So we are just going to cut down to that score line there. Yep, because that is going to get folded over. Bear with me, guys, bear with me. We are then cutting across. I am just taking that score line out there. Okay, that is then going to fold over. So we have that, and that is going to stick to the bottom to make our little box. And then all we need to do is this little piece here, we are cutting into a tab. So far so good, because that's going to fold over. Don't worry about that bit, because that's actually going to be tucked in underneath. So again, on this side, I have come in. How have I done this side? I've managed to get that in there. So, yep. This side we are cutting down that bit there. You can then fold that bit up and out of the way, and you are coming in here, and again I'm cutting that score line out and off. Fold that in, and this then just needs to become a little tab. So what I will do is I just will leave it on my table so you can get a good idea of the template that you should have. Get all the bits out of the way because we don't want to get confused. So with this, you cut in straight down to that second score line, folding that over, then where you've actually folded you can cut in and make that a tab. The same on this side, just mirror imaging it. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is we need some layers, some pattern paper, and I am using my Gorgeous Girls paper. So I have got a bit for the inside, a bit for the flap, and a bit for outside on either side. So what you will need is you will need a piece of 6 5/8, and that is 6 5/8 that way by 4 1/8 across, and that is the middle one there. We won't worry about those for the minute because we can just glue that one down where we need it. Before we pop everything together. Like so. We'll then construct the box. So on these longer tabs here, we just need a little bit of glue. You can cut them down shorter if you wish. That's up to you. But what we're doing is we're actually bringing that side in and up and connecting it to the top. We're then going to bring in this side and do the same thing, connecting it in with that top bit there. And we can push that down. Now what we can do is just put a bit of glue on that top bit. These can fold out and we can actually push that down. and that will give you a nice neat edge on that top bit. You can then go ahead and just reinforce that bit there. And we can do the same for this side. Again, just stand it up if you need to, and go along that edge there. So that is the top done, and they will obviously fold over to keep that more secure at the top there. So working with the bottom, these two little bits here are going to get glued to this bottom bit, but then at the same time you only need glue on this outside, well, glue on that bit there, and then that side bit here is going to get glued to this side bit here. So pop that in, make sure you get them, that side bit in there and that bit in there, and then you should be able just to tuck that side bit in and close it like so, and you should be able just to push them side bits in, look, and just let it grab, and that's your pocket bit made. For there, I'm just going to let it grab in for a bit, then I can come in with my bone folder on the side and just press that down, and also on that side there, press it down there. What's happened there? Make sure it's in on the bottom and then in on the sides. I think I might need a bit more glue on there and on that side there. And push those in. And there we go. Then all you need to do is a little bit of glue on there, fold that over again, just push that down, and on this side in there, you can actually push that down on there, making sure the sides are done. So then that one will go over and that one will go over, and that will give you a more secure box at the top. I mean, you don't have to put the pudding things in this at all, it's entirely up to you what you put in. Just checking them sides are stuck much as they can be here. So we'll do the little pocket bit at the bottom first. So you will need a bit that is 4 1/8 across by 3 3/8, and that is down. Pop a bit of glue on. Ooh, and you should have a nice border on that one. And fold that one over. You need the bigger bit for this one, so that will go on that side there. So you will need a piece that measures 3 3/4 across this bit here by 6 5/8, and that is down for there. And that's that side done. Then you can close that one up, and you will need a piece for this side here, and that measures 2 3/8 by 6 5/8. And line that up how you want it. Okay, and I've just got some extra bits here, and I'm wondering whether, did I cut that bit to go in there? I think, I don't know. You'll need to cut another piece of white of this size to go on the other side for your little message, and obviously if you wanted a bit for the inside, just another bit the same size for the inside there, but I'm happy with how that is. Now what I've got is my 2 bands that are 1.5 by 11 3/4 is a default length, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that round the front. I'm going to try and get it as level as I can in the middle, because this is actually going to end up being the back. Where did I put that one? So it's actually nice and smooth on the back, where the join, this will actually hide it all. So I'm going to get it level in the middle, and then I'm going to just slide it off the edge of my bench. So I've got one. Don't pull it too much or too tight, because you do want it to slide off, and that's what I've got there. And then all I'm doing is I'm just kind of like guessing with my scissors and making sure I'm only cutting that bit there. I know that's a bit wonky, but cut it a bit straighter. And then what I actually do is, you can reinforce your fold lines if you want to, but I'm not going to. I put a little bit there, and I actually put a little bit of the top at the top, so on the bottom of the bit you're connecting, but the top bit that you're actually adding. And again, the bottom bit that you were connecting it to, and the top bit that you're adding. And just make sure that all lines up. Okay. And then once that's grabbed, you can take it off. And you can actually burnish them down well. You can, if you want to, just reinforce them, move them back and forward. And what I am actually going to do is, I have got a pud there that would fit in, and a spoon. Make sure you wrap it up the right way round, and make sure you put your belly band on this side. Over. Pull it in over. And it is on. So have it a bit more in the middle, that's better. And then all I've done is I've gone ahead and I have die cut out another colour, the same colour as the card, and just a little topper for you. So if you wanted to know how big they were, the plain card is 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. That's that bit there, and that will cover, well, it'll cover most of that up. And then my little stamped piece is 2 3/4 by 3 7/8. And I'm just going to pop it up on some dimensionals there. So I'll go in my cupboard and grab them out. And because I know that is going to fit just in between them lines, I know I can go in on this bit and just pop some dimensionals down like so. Take all the backing off. Grab that bit first. Sorry if my head's in camera. Make sure we line that up to where we want it. Again, this one's absolutely fine to put wherever your dimensionals, wherever you want. So that will do for this one. And again, I'm sorry if my head's in the camera, in the way. I just want a nice even border around like so. They can go away. And then all I have done is I've got a couple of little bits out. I didn't really know what colour I wanted to use at the time. I'm more inclined to go with the redder ones. I think the brownier redder ones. So that's that one there. I'm just going to come, I think I'm going to use the heart. I've got one left. So that can go down there on the bottom. And then just a couple more little dots. Just scattered at the top. I didn't really want that one. I want it. And probably I'm going to do two little ones at the bottom. Like so. So there we go, guys. That is my cake put in a mug box, I'll call it. So there we go. I hope you like that, guys, and I shall hopefully see you for the next one. So see you later. Bye.